Hi friends, welcome back to Self-Expert Online Coaching Classes. In my today's video lessons, I'm going to discuss about the body homeostasis, and it's going to be a series of video on animal physiology, and this is my first video lecture on animal physiology. So stay tuned and watch this video first. First of all, we have to know about homeostasis. Homeostasis term was first given by a psychologist, Walter Cannon, in 1926. So now we have to know about the definitions, or actually the what is homeostasis. So if we simply divide this term, it will be like that: homeo means same, and stasis means standing still. So homeostasis means it's a biological phenomenon or processes of body by which body maintains their constant conditions or equilibrium state in the internal environments. So let me write here the definition of homeostasis. So it's a biological phenomenon. It's a biological phenomenon of body by which body maintains constant conditions in the internal environments. So let me explain about homeostasis by schematic representations. Let's say it's a line for constant value. Constant value. If this particular value is changed, that means it rise up and down, then this particular change is sensed by different factors, and this factor sends this particular response in the central part of the body, and the central part of the body triggers different cascade mechanisms. Via this cascade mechanism, it come back into their normal conditions, or they come back to their normal constant value. So these variables are come back into their normal conditions. So this is the schematic representations of homeostasis. All the factors which are actually responsible for body homeostasis are depicted here. So first of all, physical parameters. Temperatures. Temperature must have maintained their constant value, that is 37 degree Celsius or 98.6 degree Fahrenheit approximately. Next one is the pH. pH must have maintained the constant value, that is 7.3 to 7.5, that is slightly alkaline in nature. So next one is the organ systems. There are various organ systems present within our body. The circulatory systems maintain the blood pressures. So circulatory systems or the arterial blood pressures must have maintained their normal range of value, that is 100 millimeter Hg. Next is the respiratory systems. Respiratory system maintain the carbon dioxide and oxygen balancing mechanisms. The normal range of carbon dioxide oxygen balance is in between 35 to 45 millimeter Hg. That is, both are maintained this value. Carbon dioxide maintain this value as well as oxygen maintain this value. Next one is the endocrine systems. Endocrine system mainly responsible for hormone secretion. There are different glands, endocrine glands for different or particular hormone secretion. So if the hormone secretion level is high, then it maintain back to the normal conditions. So endocrine system must have maintained their normal range of hormone productions. Next one is the nervous systems. Nervous system must have maintained their normal body homeostasis by sensing different stimulus. The next point is the ions. Sodium ions must have maintained their body homeostasis in a normal range, that is the 138 to 146 millimole per liters. Next one is the potassium ions can maintain their normal ranges of body homeostasis, that is 3.8 to 5.0 millimole per liters. Calcium ion also maintains their normal range of body homeostasis, that is range is in between the 1.0 to 1.4 millimole per liters. And at last, the bicarbonate ions, it also maintains the their normal conditions and ranges between 24 to 32 millimole per liters. So final point is the other substances, which are the carbohydrate, fatty acid, amino acid, proteins, etc. In carbohydrate, the most important is glucose because of monosaccharides. So glucose have a normal range of body, that is the 80 to 100 milligram per deciliter. So it's have a normal ranges of body homeostasis, and others are also the normal ranges of body homeostasis. So these are all the factors which are mainly responsible for body homeostasis. There are actually the 6 control systems which are actually maintains the homeostatic state. These 6 control systems are stimulus, then receptor, then input signal, then central part, then output signal, then response. If any change occur in homeostatic state, or if the homeostatic state is changed, then these variables or changed is acts as an stimulus. So this change or variables acts as an stimulus, so it acts as a variables. variables. Next, these variables or change is sensed or received by receptors. This is actual sensing. After sensing the stimulus, it sends receptor sends this information into the central part of our body. So this is the input informations input information. After inputting these informations, the central part of our body check it out and then realize this input information and then gives signals as the output signals or output informations. So central part of our body take the input informations and then gives a signal as a output information. So next, this output information triggers the particular effector cells to stabilize the change or variables into the normal conditions or homeostatic state. So this is called the response, final response, or this response makes the effector cells to maintain the homeostatic state. So there are two different pathways. One is the efferent pathways and another is the afferent pathways. So the afferent pathways are those pathways by which a particular stimulus or variables is entered into the central part of body or central nervous systems. Then central nervous system check it out these particular changes or variables and then gives a responses through a pathway. This is called efferent pathway. So through these efferent pathways, the final response or the body homeostatic state is maintained or final response is generated. Okay. So this is the control systems of homeostatic mechanisms or to maintain the homeostatic state of a body. So next of our discussion is body fluid. Body fluids acts as an important environment for different proteins, enzymes and different substances which are actually maintain the body homeostatic state. So body fluid, adult human body contains 60% of fluids. And this fluid can be divided in approximately 3 types. One is the extracellular, then is the transcellular, and the next one is the intracellular. The extracellular fluid further divided into two parts, that is interstitial fluid and plasma. So extracellular fluid means the fluid which are actually outside of the cells. Transcellular fluids which are lined in the epithelial tissues or epithelial cells. It means the cerebrospinal fluid, synovial fluid. Extracellular fluid means all the fluids regarding the out of cells. Intracellular fluids means which are actually located inside the cells. Extracellular fluid further divided into two types: interstitial fluid and plasma. Interstitial fluid means it actually the locations of this fluid actually the in between the cells. Inters mean in between, and fluids, so presence of fluid in between the cells. Blood is made up of plasma and blood cells. So without blood cells, all the substances which are located in blood are called plasma. Okay, so this is the all the fluids which are actually maintain the homeostatic state of our body. So in the next class I will discuss about each of this part in details. This is the end of my today's class, and if you like this video, please hit the like button. And if you think about this class is helpful for you, so please subscribe to my channel for get more interesting video or more conceptual video like that. So thank you.